Hey everyone, today I'm reviewing the brand new Vivobarefoot Tracker Leather AT Low 2, a low-cut barefoot hiking shoe that blends natural movement with real trail durability. So what's new here? The Tracker Leather AT Low 2 has taken the previous model and made some noticeable improvements. One of the main ones is the construction, which now features a stitched sole, a huge improvement. Earlier models relied mostly on glue. This one is both stitched and bonded, making it far more durable and resistant to sole separation, a huge bonus. The upper is made from wild hide leather, and that's durable and naturally water resistant, so no matter the conditions you're walking in, your feet are going to be nicely protected during the colder winter months. When I first took them out the box, the build quality really stood out. The wild hide leather feels premium, and the visible sole stitching instantly gives confidence. It's a small detail but a big upgrade. The forefoot feels roomy, letting your toes spread naturally, and the low cut ankle gives plenty of movement. One thing I noticed right away, the heel feels quite stiff. There's more structure back there than in most barefoot shoes, and I'm going to have to see how that wears over time and see if it becomes more softer. The shoe has a removable thermal insole for more warmth or extra ground feel, depending if you want to leave it in or take it out. We have the nice wide toe box, which is true to size. I'd say this model is somewhere in the middle compared with the other Vivobarefoot models that I've looked at. So if I was going to rank them from narrowest to widest, it would go Primus, Tracker, and then Motus. Out on the trail, the Tracker Leather AT Low 2 performs really well. If we start with the grip and the outsole, the all-terrain sole has good traction and flexibility on gravel, forest trails and rocks. It feels stable and confident. On smooth, wet surfaces like polished stones or wet pavements, the grip can be a little bit challenged, but it's still absolutely acceptable for mixed terrain hiking. As for the ground feel and stability, the thin zero-drop sole gives excellent ground feedback and a great sense of balance. You can really feel what's under your foot, which improves control on uneven ground. I think one of the elements where the shoe's really going to shine is the durability and weather resistance. The leather is water resistant, not waterproof, but it shrugs off drizzle and light mud easily. For everyday hikes, it's a solid mix of comfort and protection. And I was fortunate enough it was raining when I went out, so I've already tested it and it kept my feet nice and dry. Let's talk value, because yes, these aren't cheap, but in my experience, Vivobarefoot shoes earn their price over time. I've tested a couple of other models, Primus Trail Knit and the Tracker Decon Low 2, and both have lasted me well over 1,000 miles of hiking and daily wear. The soles wore evenly and the uppers held up, and the shoes stayed structurally sound. One thing I really appreciate about this model is the attention to design details. The metal eyelets give it a solid outdoor ready feel. They make lacing smooth and they look great. The engraved Vivobarefoot logo on the side and heels adds a premium, understated touch. It's subtle branding that fits the rugged style. The ribbed V-cut tongue not only looks distinctive, but also helps the tongue stay in place when you're moving, which is a nice functional design. And the bracken brown colour is a really nice earthy tone that pairs well with jeans or hiking gear. It's one of those shoes that looks good on muddy trails as it does in town. Altogether, it feels like Vivobarefoot really refined the small details this time, both visually and functionally. Let's go over the pros and cons. For the pros, the major durability upgrade with the stitched sole construction, excellent ground feel and flexibility, premium wild hide leather with great texture, beautiful bracken brown colour and refined design touches. The thermal insole adds warmth and versatility, stylish on and off the trail. For the cons, they're not fully waterproof. The grip is good, but not great on smooth wet surfaces. The leather needs a bit of a short breaking period, especially around the heel. They're pricey and they're getting up close near the Vivobarefoot boots. So whether you would be swayed to pick these or the boots, there's not too much in it. I'd like to see the price come down. Overall though, the Vivobarefoot Tracker Leather AT Low 2 is a significant improvement over the previous version. The stitch sole gives serious durability, the grip is solid for most terrain, and the comfort improves with wear. Add in the design touches, metal eyelets, engraved logo, ribbed V-cut tongue, thermal insole, and the rich bracken brown leather, and you have one of Vivobarefoot's most complete barefoot hiking shoes yet. I was genuinely surprised by how dry the water-resistant leather kept my feet. I walked through damp grass, light drizzle, and my socks stayed comfortably dry. It's not fully waterproof, but for most wet trail conditions, it does a great job keeping your feet protected. On top of that, the thermal insoles really impressed me. They noticeably kept my feet warmer than the standard insoles. The combination of the water-resistant leather and the thermal insoles means you get both dryness and warmth, which makes the shoe surprisingly versatile for colder, wetter months. Another thing I like about the Tracker Leather AT Low 2 is the interior finish. The inside is smooth and comfortable, so if you want to remove the insole for maximum ground feel, you can do so without rubbing or discomfort. This really enhances the barefoot experience. You get that direct connection to the terrain while still having a bit of protection from the leather. So whether you're hiking with the thermal insoles for warmth or going fully minimalist, the shoe is adaptable and comfortable either way. Here I'm just comparing this model with the Tracker Decon Low. It's a similar barefoot style shoe. Here are some differences I noted. The AT Low 2 is noticeably more water resistant thanks to its treated wild hide leather. The tongue design, the Decon Low has a slightly higher tongue, which can feel a bit more restrictive for some people and doesn't flex as naturally. The AT Low 2's rib V cut tongue is lower, more flexible, probably stays more comfortably in place. For those trying to decide between Vivobarefoot lines, here's a quick comparison. The Primus line is the narrowest, designed for running and urban use. It hugs the foot more, so if you've got narrow feet, this might feel more precise, but it's less forgiving on wider feet. The Tracker line is medium to wide feet, designed for rugged outdoor use and hiking, offers a great balance of flexibility, durability and protection. And the Motus line is the widest model, great if you have wide feet or want extra toe splay. It's more spacious and extremely flexible, but it might feel a little bit floppy on narrow feet. If you've tried these shoes or are thinking about it, drop your thoughts in the comments, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.